And I'm like, so basically the mother just human trafficked this chick from
Pretty
France
much.
for her son. That's what we're doing.
Pretty much. It was like, it's a built-in girlfriend for my
Yeah.
incredibly awkward and creepy son who really likes to spray up his nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like,
Like,
this is concerning.
Lights, camera, and action.
Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast.
Remember those childhood movies you loved? We're going to watch them again and find out if they're still as amazing as you remember. Let's get ready to join Anna and Jimmy as they go back and watch those movies you remember being oh so awesomely good. Horror movies that scared. Comedy movies that dared. And action movies so preposterously ludicrous that they defied the laws of common sense. Now, here's your hosts, Anna Santos and Jimmy Coates.
welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast, and we are on our way to Valentine's. All right, so this is my pick, and not only have I picked a romantic movie, I also picked a redemption movie because we watched One Crazy Summer, which I for sure thought was a great movie.
Yeah.
It was not. It
No.
wasn't. So I am picking Better Off Dead.
Yep.
John Cusack, same director, not the same cast, but a lot of the same cast. Let me just bring this up. I remember loving this movie. I also remember loving One Crazy Summer. But this movie, yeah. Again, directed by Savage Steve Holland, written by Savage Steve Holland, starring John Cusack, and it also has Booger and who's Curtis Armstrong. It also has David Steers and Kim Darby. They're people that you will know their face.
Yes.
It has creepy Dan Schneider in it. Sorry for this one.
Yeah.
He just seems like a bad man.
He is a bad man.
I remember him from Head of the Class, and he was the funny fat guy.
Yeah.
Always coming out with the snarky comments. And then I remember him in this movie, and he plays a creepy dude in this movie, so he's cast perfectly.
Yeah, he's
But then you start hearing stuff about Nickelodeon, like,
yeah, he's a terrible, terrible person. Terrible, terrible person. Yet somehow he still keeps working.
You're echoing. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh.
That's weird. Try it again.
Okay. Am I echoing?
Yep. Nope.
Okay. Good.
All right. Yeah, not the greatest dude.
No. He's absolutely terrible.
Have you seen Better Off Dead?
I have not, that I know of.
Really?
Yeah, that I know of. I haven't seen it. Now, if I start watching it and I'm like, wait, I have seen this movie, I will let you know. But as of right now, I'm like, I don't think I've seen this movie, which is surprising.
Yeah, I don't know how well it did. We'll find that out here. Let's read the back of the VHS copy here. Lane Meyer, John Cusack, is a teen with a peculiar family and a bizarre fixation with his girlfriend, Beth, Amanda Wyss. When Beth dumps him, he decides to kill himself, making bumbling attempts at suicide. Sounds a little dark.
Yeah.
Don't remember this part. Outside of his morbid endeavors, Lane spends time with his oddball buddy, Charles, that's Curtis Armstrong, and befriends Monique, Diane Franklin, a visiting French student. Eventually, Lane resolves to race Beth's obnoxious new beau on the ski slopes with unexpected results. So we're back in this. I picked another ski movie. This one.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Do you realize you've picked all the ski movies?
Did I pick Ski Patrol too?
You picked Ski Patrol.
And Out Cold.
And Out Cold.
Yeah.
You've picked all the ski movies.
And they've all been horrible. Actually, Out Cold wasn't bad.
Out Cold, we were surprised by. We were surprised.
Yeah, it
by,
had some really funny parts in that movie.
It had some good redemption to it. I'm not mad about that, but I just realized because I was like, wait a second. Also, I think almost every movie that involves winter, except for 2, because I picked 30 Days of Night and the one in Antarctica with Kate Beckinsale. Whiteout, that's it. I picked those 2.
Movie.
It was terrible, but I did a rewatch the other day, and it was so soothing.
Yeah, again, if it was on, I'd probably fucking watch it. I don't know. I've said this before. If I saw Weekend at Bernie's and I watched a bit of it, I'm like, oh, Weekend at Bernie's. I love this movie.
These are our amnesia movies where we keep forgetting that they're terrible, and then we watch them and we're like, what was I thinking?
And I think it's because you watch it so much as a kid, or you watched it so much, or something happened and it was just the right environment or something, that just something soothing about watching it, whether it's a shit movie.
It rewrites your brain patterns so that every time you see an image from it, you're like, oh, I like that movie, even though you don't.
Well, what are we going to call a 1985, I believe it's 1985. Yes, 1985 ski movie starring John Cusack. What type of budget do you think we're looking at?
I'm feeling this is like a $5 million.
3.5.
Oof. I went up a little higher because David Ogden Stiers is in it. So I was like, oh, they probably paid him a little bit more. Booger, Curtis Armstrong, John Cusack was just hitting his stride. I was like, eh. And then obviously they had to film on location somewhere. So I was like, they probably had to pay for hotels.
Let's bring up the Better Off Dead movie poster. If you want to bring yours up. I remember I did not see this in theaters, obviously.
Yeah,
this
neither
was
did
definitely
I.
a TV movie that came on. But once it came on, I did see it quite a few times. Mm-hmm. It is a great poster. It's just basically John Cusack. Again, back in the 80s, this was a drawn poster. Yeah. And it has all the characters. He's sitting on the bridge. It's not a great poster, actually. Now I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, it's a very 1980s poster.
Yeah. It's not Breakfast Club or anything. This is
no.
No, it's okay. It's not a great poster.
It's fine. It's not. It's a little weird, and Dan Schneider looks weird in the poster. He looks super creepy.
Well, here are the taglines for Better Off Dead. Insanity doesn't run in the family. It gallops.
I mean, pretty good. I like that one.
You've blown up your neighbor's mom. Your 7-year-old brother has better luck with women than you do. Your girlfriend has a new boyfriend. Relax. You're never better off dead.
That is not a tagline.
No, that's horrible. I have been going to this high school for 7 years. I'm no dummy.
That's just a quote from the movie. That's not a tagline.
Yeah. Teenage life has never been darker or funnier.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah. This also has, I don't know if you remember, this also has a recurring gag of the paperboy trying to collect his $2 throughout the entire movie.
That sounds very familiar.
I want my $2. I do remember that vividly. Okay. So let's take a look at the box office. I don't think this was a box office smash or anything. I think it did okay because he got another movie. Let's see. Better Off Dead, 3.5. It made just over $10 million. So it did okay. It made money.
But I mean, to be perfectly honest, $10 million in the 80s.
Not bad.
The mid-80s?
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, no one lost their job or went broke over it or anything. Yeah.
No, if they were to do that now,
$1 million.
Even with a budget of $3.5 million, if the movie only makes $10 million now, everybody's like, it's an abject failure.
Yeah.
Like, we can never work with you again.
Yeah. Well, this movie opened in August 23rd. The fuck? It's a ski movie, for the love of God. And it opened in 13 theaters.
Okay.
And it made $56,000. But then it opened in October wide. What the hell? That's weird. Anyways, it made 2.9. It came in 7th.
Okay.
Behind Commando Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jagged Edge. Sounds familiar. That's a thriller, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, a wealthy woman is murdered in her beach house. Husband allegedly knocked out first. He inherits the family. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Anyways, Silver Bullet, one of our favorites.
Yeah, we enjoyed that one.
Remo Williams and Across the 10th Dimension. Is that the... No, this is Remo, Unarmed and Dangerous. I have not seen that movie. Back to the Future was in its 15th week. Agnes of God, and then Better Off Dead. Look at that. Sweet Dreams, After Hours, Invasion USA. That's Chuck Norris. And then Teen Wolf. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, The Journey to Night Again. Yeah.
I remember liking Teen Wolf.
I remember loving Teen Wolf. Yeah, so it never got past 7th place, but it made
its money back.
Money. Yeah.
And then some, and that's what matters.
Yeah. What do we think how the critics were?
I think I don't think the critics liked it.
Oh. If you want to head over to Rotten Tomatoes, out of 28, do I have to get glasses?
Oh.
75%, 28 reviews, and 50,000 plus viewer ratings comes in at 87%.
I am shocked and delighted by this.
Hold on. What was One Crazy Summer? One Crazy Summer. Because if it's the same, I'm still worried. No, it was 45%
there you
from
go.
Critics and 63% from viewers.
There you go.
A lot less viewer ratings. All right. Okay. So
Your pick.
This one.
So you
I'm going to look for a good one.
Yes.
If this movie has any sort of claim to fame, it's because of that determined newspaper boy $2. But there are many inspired set pieces as well as a startling number of choice lines and exchanges. Matt Brunson, Film Frenzy, 3 out of 4.
Better Off Dead is a rather unfortunate mess, one that wants to tell the tale of a young man trying to win back his girlfriend, but which sadly gets drowned out in a series of unfunny running gags that seems to take over the majority of the film. 2.5 out of 5 from Jeff Beck, The Blue Spot.
Let's see. Here we go from Jazz Keemig, The Stranger, Seattle. It says, the story features enough weirdo side characters, hot French exchange students, absurd gags, claymation, and zany hearts to elevate it beyond a teen movie cliche. It's essential viewing.
There's a potentially edgy aspect to Better Off Dead's comedy that's never fully realized. From James Berardinelli, from Real Views, 2 out of 4.
Savage Steve Holland, along with Cusack and the rest of his cast, accomplished something unique with Better Off Dead. At the surface, the film exhibits the same regressive political traits as many of its contemporary peers.
And I only have one more negative review with words. Where are you there? Paul Attanasio from the Washington Post said, mired in this is Cusack, an unusually adept verbal comedian, not so adept, to his credit, at this kind of slapstick.
This will be my last one from Carlo Cavagna. Gives it a B+. Forget Citizen Kane. As a matter of history, this seminal film of unquestionably the finest work of cinema ever made. Required viewing for all students and fans of the art form. It's pretty high praise. I don't know if I can agree with this.
That seems excessive.
Yeah.
But Carlo Cavagna, let's see what you have to say. Let's see what happens.
Better Off Dead on IMDb has just over 53,000 viewers, coming in at 7.1 out of 10.
Oh, that's pretty high.
Yeah. Good. I might be redeemed here.
I hope so. I hope it makes me sad
will look
when your movies suck.
Yeah, me too. I'm always so sure.
I know.
All right, I'll look for the 10. Yeah, they're all the same. Oh, I forgot that line. We'll leave it for when it's classic 80 movies and a must-see. 10 out of 10 by Girk73.
The type of film that you need to take bathroom breaks during to prevent soiling from constantly laughing. Mark.Waltz, 9 out of 10.
Film Buffer X gives it 8 out of 10 and said it is an endlessly quotable 80s teen comedy.
As mad as a cricket bat on a football pitch. World of Weird, 7 out of 10.
Hey, there's a bunch of I want my $2 here.
I had a few of those too.
Yeah. A half bizarre and half straight teen comedy, but one you'll remember. 6 out of 10, Policy 134.
Ooh. Weird, fun, but very flawed. Charlie Sunny Ray, 5 out of 10.
Better Off Forgotten, 4 out of 10. Anaconda, Prisoner number 40658.
Oh, a stupid teen comedy, but still funny enough. Felipe Manuel Neto, 3 out of 10.
I'd rather be dead than watch this movie.
Oh my God.
Vimberg, 2 out of 10.
Okay, so I'm going to go with this one, which is an extremely overrated piece of crap. Bailey C, 1 out of 10. But then there's another one that says, I'm assuming the beep, because it says beep this movie, so I'm assuming that's fuck. But beep this movie, suicide is not a fucking joke. And I'm like, this is
if it's in a comedy.
I was going to say in 1984 it was, because everything was a joke in 1984.
All right. So who did this one? HD Retro Trailers. Yep. Okay. Let's share. Sharing is caring. You can hear it?
Yep.
Does it ever feel like everyone's got more going than you do?
Oops.
That everyone is smart?
So you're Al Myers' kid? Yes, I am. You look pretty stupid to me. Thank you.
You say the best skier in town just ran off with your girlfriend? Even your younger brother does better than you do? And that nobody even cares?
Zach broke up with me.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, you might be right. But remember one thing.
I haven't even been to New York City.
Nobody was ever better off dead.
The truth is, I could out-ski you any day of the week. Oh, really? Yeah, you want a race? I'll take you on any day, sucker.
Go that way, really fast. If something gets in your way, turn.
All you need is guts.
All right, now turn.
A race, I'm gonna lose, and I'm gonna die, in that order.
Go.
And you'll never doubt yourself again.
He's skiing on one ski.
Better off dead.
And that's a real shame when folks be throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that.
An abnormal look at a normal teenager.
That was a horrible.
I have high hopes for this one compared to some of your other picks. I think this might not totally suck. I still think it's going to partially suck. Let's be real.
I bought it. I hope it
it's teen angst from 1984. It's going to partially suck.
Yeah. The trailer's not the greatest. Couple funny parts in it. Yeah. I've said this so many times. I think I'm going to like it.
I think this is going to be one of those movies that like we'll enjoy it. It just won't be great. You know? Like it'll be like it's fine. It's good. I think that's what's going to look. I'm keeping my hopes up, okay? I want this win for you.
Yeah, me too. Especially after One Crazy Summer.
Movie? After that?
Yeah, but I was way more confident with One Crazy Summer.
You really were. One Crazy Summer, you were like diehard, like this is going to be the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
And then we watched it, and it was not.
Wasn't even close.
Nope.
We are going to go watch Better Off Dead from 1985, and when we come back, we are going to review it.
You heard them. Movie time. Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat, and then watch a classic kick-ass movie from whenever the one we're about to watch was made.
And welcome back. Did you watch 1985's Better Off Dead?
Yes, I did.
It's better than Hot Dog the movie.
I will say this. I liked it better than One Crazy Summer.
Yes. Yeah.
I still didn't like it, but I liked it better than One Crazy Summer.
You didn't like Better Off Dead?
Sir, why? Why? It wasn't like, I want to say it wasn't super terrible, but that's not true. It was super terrible, but mainly because it just felt almost like a skit, like a collection of skits put on by a bunch of teenagers at a high school for a school project.
It was very amateurish.
Very, very amateurish, and it didn't feel very thought through, and it felt really all over the place. But I gotta say, Dan Schneider really took his real life experience and brought it to the screen, because that motherfucker was creepy as fuck.
Yeah, actually, I wrote out my reviews this week, and that was part of it, is that because of allegations and rumors of Dan Schneider, has he ever been charged with anything?
I don't think officially.
Yeah.
I
but
think
it definitely made his character a lot creepy.
Well, especially because all I kept thinking, is this what you did to the children's?
Yeah.
Is this how you behaved?
Well, my wife was watching. She would come in periodically and watch it because she loved the movie too. Growing up, he hit the creepy mark. That is for sure.
Oh my God, so much. Yeah. It was just also just in the way, because I think this was very expertly done by him. And I was like, he must have had years of practice. The way he would just stand so close to her, and it like always touching.
Yeah.
Always touching.
Or
and
grabbing
like,
her chair and moving it over towards him.
I was like, ew. Yeah. And then it's just the way, like, literally, the mother got an exchange student so her son could have a girlfriend. So fucking weird. But yeah, other than that, honestly, it felt like a bunch of high school kids got together and they had to do like a final school project for their drama class. And none of them had been paying attention throughout the year.
I see where John Cusack was a little upset, because what landed for me when I was younger. When I first watched this, I was a little kid, and it was great. And like the cartoons and the claymation thing, it doesn't fit properly.
No.
The mother with the moving food or the tentacles coming out of the thing, was not as funny as like my 10-year-old self.
Yeah. Like, I understand the gag about the mom being like a absent-minded homemaker and doing weird shit all the time, but she wasn't in the movie consistently enough for the weird shit to hit.
Yeah.
Also, the cereal gag fucking pissed me off.
Oh, the little
cut boxes,
because
I'm like, you cut the box, not the bag inside the box.
Yeah.
We all know this.
Yeah.
And then why is the cat food cut? There's just a lot where I was just like, that doesn't hit. But
it was a lot of stuff was forced.
Yeah. It felt like they were forcing a laugh. And
like,
I'm like,
I like the dad.
Oh, I love the dad.
I like Ricky's mom. She was perfect as the creepy mom.
She was amazing.
And when but that thing where she grabbed her face, what did she say? She was like, she squished her cheeks together, and she was telling her to pronounce something or something like that.
Yeah.
But then John Cusack did that to her at the end of the movie as kind of a throwback to that joke. But I'm like, I'm a little smarter now. He wasn't there when she did that. How the fuck does he know that she did that? There are lots of that in this movie. I love the Ree brothers. I don't know if they're Chinese or Japanese. I think Korean.
That was a really funny, and I was like, why are they talking like that?
Yeah.
And then it was explained, and I was like, oh, that's funny.
That was good.
Because it's true, when you're learning a new language, you learn however the person you're learning from speaks. And I see some creators on TikTok, people who grew up in the States or whose parents are from like the islands, and they're living in mainland Portugal and they're speaking Portuguese and it's fine, but they have this like island accent, or they're using phrases that mainland people aren't familiar with. And to look at the comments, people are like, that's not how you say it. Da, da, da. I was like, that's how they say it. Yeah. And that's fine, because he's learning how he learned from his parents who spoke it to him. So I'm like, it makes sense if you learn it from sportscasting. From sports. I was like, yes. Because I was like, why is he talking like that?
Yeah, because at first, as a kid, you're like, why is he doing that? It's funny, but why? And then when he explains it, it's like awesome.
I was like, does he just go around like kind of challenging people to speed and to race randomly? Like, why is there a loudspeaker? And then eventually it made sense. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty funny.
And like the mailman, I thought he was funny, creepy. The math teacher was funny and creepy.
That entire like math class, I was like, this is giving me cult vibes and it makes me uncomfortable.
Curtis Armstrong stole every scene he was in, which he usually does.
He was probably one of the few people in this movie that looked comfortable on screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's already, he already did a bunch of movies by then.
But everybody just kind of like, the poor little French girl.
I don't think they knew what they were doing. Monique.
I think, Monique.
Who was one of the hot babes from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
God bless. She stayed silent through most of the movie, but her face said a lot.
Yeah, actually, she did very well that way. Like, just, and then when you're like, of course I speak English, but would you, if you were in this family?
That was like valid. But it just felt very cobbled together.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very cohesive.
I think the director took the movie and then injected stuff he wanted in there, like the cartoons and the claim. You didn't need it.
I hated the cartoons.
Yeah, and you didn't need that claymation burger playing the guitar for 5 minutes. Yeah, no, it was...
There was a lot of stuff that it was very much, this sounds cool, let's put it in.
Yeah. Or, we just learned to do this.
Yeah.
And we're going to do
with no real purpose to it, to the storytelling. And I'm like, look, I love a gag. I love random shit. I like weird shit. I love weird shit. Give me a movie filled with weird shit and I'm thrilled. Make sure it all fits.
Yeah.
If I'm saying this feels out of place, it shouldn't be in your movie.
Yeah, like the little brother with the how to pick up trash, that was out of place. And all the laser gun and the spaceship, that wasn't funny to me.
No, because there was no reason for it.
The collecting the $2 was funny to me.
That was kind of funny.
He even ends up on the snow hill.
Yeah, that was funny.
I want my $2.
I was like, yo, that's some fucking dedication. I would not. I was like, man. And everybody's like, who's that?
And then he brings there's someone following him.
And all you hear is $2.
Yeah.
$2.
And even the big old guy, he plays Porky in the movie Porky's. The big, gruff, Southern, those fucking Greatest Generation dudes, they were fucking terrifying. Like when he hits that car and he gets out of it, what are you fucking stupid? I'm going to kick your ass. The guy has to be like 60 something, but he still looks terrifying.
Actually, before this movie came,
he's probably 40. Was he 60?
No,
okay.
Because he was born in 1927.
Yeah. Those are scary dudes.
That's just how they were built, man.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
That's just how they were built. Like it was very much what the fuck are you doing? You settle in the street.
Yeah.
None of this, let's trade insurance.
Yeah. What is he like? Were you Myers' son? You look pretty stupid.
Yeah, but I think that's just old white guy.
Yeah. You look pretty stupid to me.
And it's like, what? Just saying.
No, if you took out that stuff and concentrated more on the silly high school stuff that this movie did get right, you would have had a way better movie. I didn't hate the movie, but this movie ran on nostalgia for me. Like this, if I had never seen this before, I probably wouldn't hate it, but
I didn't hate it. I'm not mad that you made me watch it. I'm disappointed in you, but I'm not mad. But here's because I'm like, okay,
find it or have to pay money for it.
Oh, no. I have Super Channel.
Okay, it was on Super
Which
Channel.
is where it was. Yeah, it was on Super Channel. So I was like, okay, perfect. So I was watching it and I was like, when it because it starts with the animation.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, it's another one of these.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like a good animation. It didn't make sense. I was like, what the fuck is this?
It's weird. The animation in the One Crazy Summer was way better than the animation in this one.
Also, it made more sense to the story.
Because he was an artist. Yeah.
Yeah. You were like, okay, yeah, now I get it. This one, I don't find out that he draws until like halfway through the movie. I'm like, what the fuck? And then that's when they threw in another piece of animation. And I'm like, this guy he needs to be medicated and be in deep therapy.
I did like the obsessiveness at the beginning with all the
all the pictures. I was like,
the hangers in the closet.
See, but here's the thing. You see it and you're like, ha ha ha, funny. I see it and I'm like, he's going to kill her. He's 100% going to stalk her and kill her.
Yeah, he's a serial killer.
100%. So like I think that kind of already kind of took it, and I was like, oh fuck, did we have to make him this like fucking creepy like right off the bat? And then he's supposed to be the hero of this movie. He's the protagonist, and I'm like, I don't want to like him because he's fucking weird. He's creepy and stalkery and obsessive, and what the fuck? Nah. And then it just devolved, and like eventually I started to find his character kind of charming when he wasn't crazy obsessive about Beth.
Yeah.
Right? That was it. Yeah. When he wasn't crazy obsessive about Beth, I was like, oh, okay. Like he's kind of sweet and he's nice. And okay. When he's with Monique, I'm like, well, this makes sense. Like I can get this. And then after it was just like, it just all felt very forced. There was no rhythm to it. There was like the pacing was all off.
You could have took out 20 minutes easy of junk and just did that other stuff that you got right.
And you would have ended up with a much better movie.
And that's where you get where Better Off Dead, these type of movies fall through the cat. Oh, I remember that movie. But you haven't seen it. And where movies like Breakfast Club and stuff are still almost timeless. Yeah, that's the big difference. And it's the directing and not the directing so much as the writing, the actual story.
The writing, the directing, and I'll even say the producing.
Yeah.
Because somebody approved this shit.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, yes, that's a great idea. Or someone was like, yes, it's your full creative vision. Go ahead. And this is what we end up with.
Yeah, you could have had a timeless, like a
classic teen, like goofy, silly movie that, is the thing that you put on when you start your slumber party with your friends. You put on Better Off Dead because it's sweet and it takes you into the more, serious chick flicks. And you're like, yeah, this is like, oh, sweet love story. And look how sweet he is with the French student. And aw, it could have been that. Instead, it was like, why is Dan Schneider that creepy?
Or you should have like leaned into him being more of a serial obsessive. That could have been funny too.
Honestly, that could have been funny. It could have been, because you almost see a little like John Cusack when he did Grosse Point Blank.
That movie. There's a movie that's still, I haven't seen it in a long time, but
also super fucking weird. I also haven't seen it in a while, but it's a super fucking weird movie. And he plays this incredibly paranoid, like emotionally fragile hitman. And I'm like, fucking weird. And he's very neurotic and he's very like overthinking and constantly talking about things and overlooking everything. And he's dissecting the world constantly, but he's entertaining while doing it.
Yeah.
This is just a bunch of disappointments. Also, Randy's a dick.
Who?
Is that his name? Randy? What was the
the
guy's
brother?
name? No, the obnoxious skier that Beth breaks up with him for.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Chet?
Was it Chet? Roy.
No, was it Roy? Really?
I think it was Roy. Roy Stalin. Yes, it was Roy. So
yeah, he was. You saw a bit of Hot Dog the movie in this movie, though. The bad guy.
As soon as they started skiing, they were like, "I gotta go ski." I'm like, "Oh fuck, another ski movie." But that's also what I'm saying. I'm like, what is the point of this movie? I don't know what the point is. Who do we care about? I don't know. so far, I just care that Ricky's not anywhere near any kind of girl. Because, ew. He's weird. Also,
Yeah,
Mrs. Smith should be locked up. His mama should be locked up.
Yeah, she's trafficking.
She's trafficking. And everybody's, oh, isn't that sweet? No. It's not sweet that she ordered a girlfriend for her son.
No, not
Who's
to help
weird.
out or do it no. Oh, Beth's done some stuff. She's been in quite a few things, actually. The girl who played Beth, she was in 7 episodes of Highlander, the TV show. Silverado, Badland.
I love that show.
She pretty current. The Highlander TV show was so bad, but it was so enjoyably
So good. But
it's
it was
one of those
hilarious.
movies that was just
so
bad but good.
When I used to work at a bar here in Toronto, it's no longer in existence, R.I.P. Rack and Whack, they had one of the rap parties for Highlander, the series, there. Yeah. And I met some of the actors, and I was like, you are so cute, sir. I didn't actually say that because I'm not a total dork, but I got to see them up close and personal. Also, one of the guys who worked on that show lives in my neighborhood. He also played Death on Supernatural. He lives in my neighborhood. So every time I run into him at Freshco, it's the most jarring experience. I'm like,
yeah, he's just in something recently that I saw him. I can't remember what it was.
He plays the ultimate creepy man.
He is a great character actor. He is
so good.
Yeah.
So good. So every time I see him, I'm like, you're buying grapes. This is weird.
Anyway, we'll say this. Curtis Armstrong should have had more. I know he's been in a ton, but he should have had more. Obviously someone recognized his talent because he's been in tons of shit.
Yeah.
But you could have put in a movie where he was mistaken as somebody, but he's aware that he's not smart or not attractive. And he is fucking funny and he delivers every line great.
I think the problem is his early career pigeonholed him.
Yeah.
And as was the case in the 80s and even then probably into the 90s, if you had 3 to 5 films where you played similar characters,
and he did,
you were locked in right now. Yeah, you were locked into that type of character, and the studios and producers did not want to explore. Anyways,
for Curtis Armstrong, his first movie was Risky Business, Revenge of the Nerds, and then Better Off Dead, and he played very similar characters.
Yep. It's.
But yeah, someone should have gave him some more. But he's done. He had 37 episodes in Moonlighting. He's done 177 things. He's everywhere. So
no, he's
obviously people realize how talented he actually is.
He's worked very, very steadily. Unfortunately, the majority of his characters are very, very similar.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I even liked him in what's that show you like?
Supernatural.
That's it. Yeah, he's been in. Yeah, I even liked him as the Angel or whatever he was.
Metatron.
Not Megatron, the Transformer.
That's actually one of the jokes in the show where someone calls him Megatron and say he's an angel, not a Transformer.
All right, let's go over this plot. Let's go over this movie, Better Off Dead. In the Northern California town of Greendale, high school students Lane Myers, not like Oscar Myers, 2 main interests are skiing and his girlfriend of 6 months, Beth Truss. Shortly before Christmas, Beth dumps him for the handsome and popular captain of the ski team, Roy Stalin. I thought Stalin was an odd choice.
I mean, maybe they were going for, really need to hate him, so let's give him a name that everybody hates.
We'll make him a douche and give him a bad name.
Also, between the waking up and the breakup, there's the tryouts for the ski team.
Yes.
Which is slightly ridiculous. At least she was really nice about it. She decided to break up with him after the tryouts.
I did laugh when you're a cute little thing. You could be my cute little helper. What's your name? And Curtis Armstrong's character thinks he's talking to him.
I was like, oh, sweetie.
Charles Dumas. And the one when they go to the dance and they're sitting together, Charles and Lane, and the jerk boyfriend and Beth come over, and he makes that joke about your girlfriend should shave a little closer, and he starts fucking laughing. He's high.
That's the greatest thing, because you know what? That's what bullies do. When I was like, oh, that's good. Because bullies will say something because they want you to be sad and embarrassed and they want you to feel shitty. And then if you just start laughing in their face, they're like, I can't compute. I don't know what to do with this. But then he pops up on the dance floor later, just laughing,
still
hysterical.
laughing. I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking awesome.
Oh,
that should have made the movie about him. Okay, where are we? Roy is the arrogant bully who unfairly rejects Lane as at the ski team tryouts. Beth also criticized Lane's car, an old station wagon. There were a few station wagons in this movie.
For reals.
Although Lane also owns a 1967 Camaro, he has not been able to get it running, and it sits dilapidated in the driveway. Yeah, the dad. He's like, what did your girlfriend say? It looks tasty. That tasty dish has been sitting in my driveway for 6 months.
No, sitting on his lawn.
His lawn, yeah.
No,
not even
I
off the
initially
driveway,
thought that
onto
was.
the lawn.
I initially thought that was like a misspeak until later on in the movie where you're like, shit, that really is on the lawn.
Yeah. Lane lives in the suburban development with his mother, Jenny, a ditzy housewife who routinely concocts creepy and creeping family meals. His genius little brother, Badger, who never speaks but at the age of almost 8 can build powerful lasers and attract trashy women on how-to books. And his lawyer father, Al, who daily tries to stop the menacing paperboy, Johnny, from breaking his garage door windows with thrown newspapers.
I mean, ballad.
Yeah. Furthermore, Johnny claims that the Myers owe him $2 for newspapers and persistently hounds Lane, yelling, I want my $2.
Also, can we talk about how it's $2 for a month's worth?
Yeah, he's like 20 papers, I need $2. I'm like, oh, for fuck. We can't even get newspapers now. Well, I'm sure you can, but
you can. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to find.
I miss sitting down with a newspaper. Remember sitting down with a newspaper and just having your coffee and going through the newspaper?
Yeah, see, now what we do once a week is we sit down with our coffee and we go through the flyers to find the sales at the grocery stores.
Yeah, like some old person.
I'm so fucking old. I have the Flip app. I'm checking sales. I'm price matching shit. Like, these are hard times.
Yeah. Lane also regularly encounters two Japanese drag racers, one who only speaks in Japanese, or doesn't speak at all, actually, and the other who learned to speak English by listening to Howard Cosell. That was funny. Lane cannot move past Beth's rejection, so decides that death is the only way out of his misery. He makes several half-hearted attempts of suicide, which all comically fail. With the help of his best friend, Charles DeMar, who, in lieu of not being able to get real drugs in their bodaciously small town, constantly inhales everyday substance like Jell-O, snow, and nitrous oxide from a whipped cream can. Yeah, that actually does get you high.
I was going to say, he's like, I can't even buy real drugs. And you see that can of whipped cream as he puts it in the bag. And I was like, sir, why are you killing yourself? That's going to fuck up your brain even more than it probably already has. But also, can I just point out that the way all of I did not laugh, not even once, every time one of his suicide attempts was foiled.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not funny. Like, objectively, it's not funny. Not because it has to do with suicide or anything like that. I'm just like...
it wasn't done well.
Yeah, it didn't land. No. None of those jokes landed.
The Better Off Dead, it should not. No, you're right. I'm not saying it. I'm not agreeing with you because I think, you shouldn't joke about suicide. I think you should.
I have a very dark humor. I joke about a lot of things you really shouldn't joke about.
Yeah, you can joke about anything you want to.
There are ways to joke about. There are ways to be funny about the scariest shit in the world.
Yes.
Those ways were
These just weren't
movie.
funny. Yeah, they just weren't funny. So you should have taken them out. Like, you should just have them moping around and stuff. Or tried hard. I don't know. Tried harder.
Or you could have them be like, noose? Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have probably been funnier than his mom opening a door too forcefully while she's vacuuming.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is his mom that much of a moron? Like, I doubt her ability to live in this world, but
yeah, because he tries it with the noose and the mom's vacuuming. He tries jumping off the bridge, but his friend pats him on the back and he falls into the garbage bin. What else did he do? Oh, tries with the smoke in the garage.
Yeah, the exhaust fumes in the garage.
Yeah.
And then he falls asleep and it crashes through the door his dad just got fixed. That part was kind of funny.
That was probably the funniest of them all.
The dad's reaction to that.
Yeah.
Yes. That was funny.
No concern as to why it's full of smoke or
he doesn't care about that. He's like,
he's just looking at the door.
I literally just fixed it. I literally just fixed it. God bless.
Lane tries to ski the K-12, the highest peak in town, in hopes of getting Beth back, but wipes out quite a few. Every time he tries, he does do it. The skiing in this wasn't bad either.
No, the skiing wasn't bad.
What is it called when there was no regard for, they didn't even try to find a stunt person that looked like John Cusack, because the driving, that was not John Cusack driving in the car. The skier did not look like John Cusack.
No, they were like,
those were
nobody's
horrible.
Gonna pay attention.
Yeah,
They'll be distracted. Yeah. They'll be distracted. They won't even look at the face.
Yeah, they sit on a couch. What's the biggest a TV is? 21 inches in 1985? It's not like they're going to have 85-inch TVs in the future.
Where you can count
and
people's
see
pores.
Everything, yeah. Lane is further embarrassed when he gets fired from his humiliating fast food job at Pig Burgers.
I mean,
Roy and Beth. That was...
valid. I'd be embarrassed too.
Like when he makes him wear the hat, it's just a big pig hat with the big pig nose. But you could have done a bunch of gags in that.
Like proper gags.
Yeah, restaurant.
That bullshit that they gave us.
Yeah. It wasn't, that's the part I was saying. That just didn't land. It wasn't as funny as I remember as a kid. Yeah, he gets fired in front of Roy and Beth. Actually gets thrown out of the back room. Who are there on a date. To top it all, he increasingly begins to suffer from neurotic hallucinations owing to the mounting frustrations in his life. Yeah, they don't even, it's nothing tackled, nothing, it's... I didn't like that part. I liked it as a kid, I think, because it was, I don't know.
Well, yeah, because as a kid, if it's shiny and moving, then you're like, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is cool. And you don't think about it, really. No kid is sitting there going, they paced this movie really well, or the story is really fantastic. No 4-year-old or 6-year-old or even 10-year-old is really thinking that.
No.
But they're thinking, yeah, that was really cool. It looked cool.
Yeah.
They don't care about how it fits in the story.
As Lane attempts to either end his life or win back his ex-girlfriend, he gradually gets to know a new girl, a French foreign exchange student named Monique Junot, whatever, who has a crush on him. Yeah, you see her. She's always looking at him and smiling.
Well, yeah, because she thinks he's a cutie.
She is staying with Lane's overbearing neighbor, Mrs. Smith, who continually tries to force Monique into being a girlfriend for her socially awkward son, Ricky. Human trafficking.
Jesus.
I know how I can get my son laid. We'll do the foreign exchange student.
Because that's the best way to do it, my friends.
Yeah. What were the requisites? Were there no venting of these people taken in foreign exchange?
It was the 80s. It was the 80s. There was a question like, do you have a criminal record? No. Okay, great. Here's a kid from France.
The Smiths are so annoying that Monique pretends she cannot speak English. She is a Los Angeles Dodgers fan who turns out to be an excellent auto mechanic and skier. Monique both helps Lane fix his Camaro and tries to build his confidence. When Roy insults Monique, Lane challenges him to a ski race down the K-12, with the winner to be captain of the ski team. At least this one you got to be captain of the ski team, unlike Hot Dog where you just got a trophy that you didn't actually win.
That didn't matter to anyone.
No, nothing. She helps Lane prepare for the race, which he ultimately wins despite losing a ski and being pursued by Johnny. Beth rushes to embrace Lane at the finish line, but he rejects her after besting Ricky, who attempts to keep Lane from rescuing Monique from the restraints of his mother in a ski pole sword fight. And he drives off with Monique in his Camaro. Lane and Monique are last seen kissing on home plate at Dodger Stadium. How the fuck did he get in that? You can't do that. Whatever. With Johnny bicycling towards them. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
As it's panning back, you see the paperboy heading right towards them. While the mid-credit scene, Badger launches a homemade space shuttle from his room through the roof of the house.
Yeah. See, another unnecessary thing.
I would have preferred if they hinted at him building a ship or throughout the entire thing.
There was literally 1 second where they see a box build a rocket.
Yeah.
Something gets delivered, and that's it. And then all of a sudden he's building a rocket and it shoots out of the house. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I think it would be different if he was collecting pieces
throughout the whole movie.
That was the running gag.
Yeah.
As opposed to just he's really smart and makes weapons.
Yeah. Drop the laser gun and the women in his room.
I also would have been totally fine with them dropping that entire end scene altogether.
Oh, yeah.
Just closing out on Monique and Lane and being done with it.
Yeah. Now that is our movie. This was my movie. I will do my review first. I'm pretty sure I know your review. Okay. I wrote mine down. All right. Better Off Dead is one of those movies that lives rent-free in my childhood brain. I remember it as hilarious, endlessly quotable, and borderline genius. So, revisiting it as an adult, it turns out nostalgia is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. This movie is basically running on super unleaded memory fumes. If you remember liking Better Off Dead, you'll probably still like it, but be warned. This is not a clean engine rebuild. It's a vintage car that looks great in the driveway, but starts making noises the second you take it on the road. Still funny in parts. You'll remember quotes like $2 and "Sorry your mom blew up, Ricky." I did like that part. That was funny. "Sorry your mom blew up, Ricky." Those lines are immortal. They've engraved it into my brain. But a lot of those cartoonish gags don't hit like they used to. The living, moving food prepared by the mom as a kid, hilarious. As an adult, I'm just concerned about who was directing this. And Savage Steve Holland's constant cartoon and claymation bits feel way more intrusive this time around. They pop in like, hey, remember, this is supposed to be wacky, this is supposed to be funny, and it doesn't. Also, revisiting Ricky is rough. Knowing what we know now about the alleged and rumored behavior of Dan Schneider makes that character significantly creepier than I remembered. Like, 100%. Why is this allowed on screen? Yeah. That said, some performances absolutely still worked. David Alden Steers and Laura Waterby, Jim Lane's dad and Ricky's mom, were legit standouts. Chuck Mitchell as the burger shop owner, Lane keeps hitting with the car, still funny. The Ree brothers pulling up beside Lane to race, still a blast. And Curtis Armstrong steals every scene he's in, which is not a surprise. That man shows up, eats the movie's lunch, and leaves. Where the movie really starts losing me is the visual logic. A complete lack of it, the cartoon and claymation stuff, plus some shots that make absolutely no sense. The final car race with the Ree brothers, why are they suddenly not moving and eating their food at the stoplight? Where did the stoplight go when the Corvette took off? Did the budget run out? Did reality take a break? And near the end, Lane, the part where they grabs the cheeks at the callback to the joke, that just little shit like that started pissing me off. These little things are scattered all over the film, and they definitely drag it down. But despite all of that, there's still enough humor and some nostalgia here to have a bit of fun watching it. Is it worth buying? If buying costs the same as renting, sure. Is it worth renting? If it's a discount rental, maybe. My final verdict, I have to be honest, a solid, enthusiastic stream. I'm not mad that I own it. And I do own it. Where are you here? I do own it.
Just had to prove that to us.
Yeah. Will I watch it again? Not anytime soon. I will watch it again, but it might be a while. My IMDb score is a 6 out of 10, and if I'm being honest, at least 2 of those points are childhood memories doing unpaid labor in my head. Yeah. No, it's a 6, and that's nostalgia, and it's an enthusiastic stream. I did enjoy watching it. It's not a great movie. I would not feel right telling people to buy this movie.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to really watch it, it's hard to find. You don't have whatever channel it was on. It was $4.99. Sure, why not? But I can't say buy it. Like, no, stream it.
Yeah,
I liked it, but I saw it times when I was a kid. So, like I said,
you got your money's worth.
Nostalgia really.
Yeah, it was funny because when you said 6 and 2 of those points is for nostalgia.
Yeah.
When you first said the 6, I was like, really? Because I'd give it a 4. And then you said 2 points for nostalgia, and I was like, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. I didn't like it either. Like, it was in that weird in between where you're like, this is tolerable. Like, I can watch it. It's fine. But it wasn't overly entertaining. I didn't find it funny. Not even overly funny, just funny. Yeah. It had moments. And this is one of those movies that makes me sad because I'm like, you could have had a really great movie.
Yeah.
You could have. It could have been this could have been one of the classic teen movies from the 80s. But like a light, fun one that wasn't dealing with super heavy shit and like it wasn't examining that much of life, but it's a guy getting over a breakup that obviously he liked her way more than she liked him, and then him dealing with that. And you could have even had suicide jokes in there with him playing with the idea of maybe I would be better off dead. But it's not, it doesn't work. They tried to put too much in it that didn't belong in it. They tried to tell stories that weren't being told in this movie. They were like, we're going to tell this story now, even though it has nothing to do with the movie. And it was frustrating in a way, but also it was upsetting because I'm like, now I feel like you're wasting my time. And I'm like that. So while I wasn't angry about the movie, and even if I had to pay $4.99 to rent it, I wouldn't be that mad about it.
Yeah.
Would I ever rewatch it? No. But I also don't have any of the sentimental feelings from my childhood about this movie.
Yeah, so, if I just watched it like you,
you'd be like, fuck this shit. But I'm like, it's fine. I give it a very unenthusiastic stream it. Where I'm like, if you're curious and you want to see young John Cusack, by all means, watch the movie. You're going to walk away being like, God, they made that? Somebody put money into that? And as I said, my IMDb score is a 4. Because it's a mess of a movie. And it's not even a mess of a movie that's super entertaining. So you don't mind it. It's just a mess. But it has its moments. And that's where the 4 comes in. For the moments. Also, I love David Ogden Stiers.
Yeah,
I watched him on MASH for years.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite characters from MASH.
Oh my God, for reals. What is it, Charles Winchester III?
Yeah.
I watched an unreal amount of MASH, especially when I was working at CTV because I worked in on-air promotions. So we each had a TV on our desk. And that TV was supposed to air the channel that we were scheduling stuff on so we could make sure it was airing correctly. I never did watch because my channel was MTV. Okay. You can only take so much MTV Cribs, especially for the Canadians. So I would just switch through the various, and at 12 o'clock every day, they had 2 episodes of MASH back to back on one of the channels. I don't remember which one. Every day I'd watch it. And then from 1 to 4 o'clock, it was 3 hours of Star Trek, the various series. But anyways, so I watched a lot of MASH, and now MASH is on, I think, Disney Plus, and I've rewatched it, and I'm like, oh God, this show is so good.
Yeah, it's a great show.
And he's such a great character, and the development of that character over the various seasons, so fucking good. So I love him. He was also on some of my favorite episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, I'm sure he must have been on a few.
It's fantastic. I also love that Murder, She Wrote brings the same actor back for various different characters.
Yeah. Like you don't remember him being someone different.
It was funny because they had this one guy, I think, played the actual killer in one episode. And then a season later, he shows up as the sheriff. And I'm like, guys, what is happening here? But anyways, so that's what I think about that. 4, unenthusiastic stream it. If you got time and you want to be disappointed, by all means, feel free to watch it. Don't pay any money for this.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, this is not up there with 16 Candles or Breakfast Club and stuff like that. It's Back to the Future and those teen movies. No, we have a 6, a 4, enthusiastic stream if you remember liking it, and an unenthusiastic stream if you're just curious.
You're curious about what John Cusack looked like when he was young.
Yeah, looks a lot like John Cusack now. Just a few
100%.
wrinkles under the eyes. Yeah,
100%.
A little heavier now. He's pretty thin then.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming back to 1985 and going over Better Off Dead. And until the next movie we remember liking.
Congratulations. You just had one of your childhood movie memories vindicated. Or they just eviscerated it. I don't know. This is a generic one-size-fits-all type of ending to the podcast. So thank you for listening, and please join Anna and Jimmy next time for another episode of the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. If you dare to go back and watch that movie you remember liking,